worked professionally in the music industry for some years. It was for a major label, but it was hardcore hip hop. And I wasn't really listening to K-pop at the time. I barely started appreciating K-pop just like a few years ago. I only seen XG one other time. That was that big cypher video they came out with like a year and some change ago. As far as I know, they're an ethnic Japanese girl group rapping via Korea or something. I'm not really sure what their story is, but either way, any collab between Japan and Korea, I think is a beautiful thing given their history. So this video is already looking a little bit different. I haven't even pressed play yet. First of all, it's vertical. The aesthetic is a little bit more low production. Not that it is low production, but that's like the aesthetic of it compared to that first cypher video that I saw, where it was like multiple editorial overproduced in a beautiful way type of deal. The beat reminds me of something I hear on a West Coast rap album or something. A little bit more of a simpler melody, a simpler rhythm. But that's not a good thing or a bad thing. Beats like that can be really exciting for a music producer to listen to, because a lot of times, well, most of the time, when you listen to a song, the vocalist would be carrying the beat, or the beat is carrying the vocalist. It's very rare for both to be carrying each other equally. I feel like this beat choice was intentional, which means they were leaving room for the lyricist, this girl right here, to really let off. Let's see if she does.
Make a beat, man. Humbly I did that. On the last day, we're between big facts. While they stuck in the feeling, just a mishap. Your big mouth can't hit it with no jibber jabs. Chat-chatting non-stop, big temple tantrum. Womp, this a go ahead and hate anthem. They big man, yeah, go and get mad. I'ma let it slide to the side, then I'm split back. Harvey on the gram like Aubrey. Real views 0 to 100K. I bring no off-season for me and 6 boss queens. Hating needs a habit, don't pass it to your offspring. They don't let my tone as if it's pitch black. I'll be on my own lane, swerving on them zigzag. Is you offended or maybe a dead fan? I'm living it, that has coffee with free rent, Half Asian, half Aussie, alien, globally fly. Invading stadiums, aiming on the best behavior. When staying haters ready to the toast, no pedicure on saving. Make a beat, man, humbly I did that. On the last day, we're between big facts. While they stuck in the feeling, just a mishap. Your big mouth can't hit it with no jibber jabs. Chat-chatting non-stop, big temple tantrum. Womp, this a go ahead and hate anthem. They big man, yeah, go and get mad. I'ma let it slide to the side, then I'm split back.
Alright, yeah, so that was cool. The flow was cool. There was little variations in the flow, multi-syllabic rhymes. It was kind of a braggadocious kind of verse, which is definitely in the spirit of hip-hop. And you could tell that she worked on her rapping voice. I remember sitting in the studio, and a lot of rappers, they had problem sounds, like a letter, a certain consonant, a certain vowel, where they didn't have as much of a handle on it as the rest of their vocabulary, I guess. So we'd be sitting in there practicing the L's and the R's. I mean, not with me. If they took advice from me, they'd probably end up getting worse. And when I hear rappers like her, you could tell that she sat there, worked on her voice, worked on the consonants and the vowels, every little sound, trying to tighten it up. And I got a soft spot in my heart for something like that. A lot of times you might hear rappers who sort of just rap in their talking voice, and that's its own vibe. That belongs in the music scene too. But I don't feel like everyone has to feel like they got to rap that way. I feel like there's something to be said for honing your craft. And here, you could tell that she did that with her voice and her flow. As far as the lyrics, I'm not an expert in Korean music, but when hip-hop started, part of the point was to give yourself a voice, to give yourself an avenue of individualistic expression. So if you're a rapper, those were your rhymes, those are your lyrics or your freestyles. But when hip-hop became more commercialized, what happens in popular music? They're songwriters. There's nothing unethical or evil about being a songwriter in the music industry. So when hip-hop and the broader mainstream music industry got together, you started getting ghostwriters. In the beginning, you had to keep that a secret. But if you think about it, if you're a top hip-hop artist and now you got all these shows, all these interviews, you have 30 hours of work to do in a 24-hour period, you're not always going to have the free time and the creative juices to be writing rhymes all the time like you used to. So if they use a ghostwriter here and there, it's not the most ununderstandable thing. So I don't know how it is over there where XG is at, if she wrote the rhymes or not. If she did, it would also get some high points from me. And if she didn't write the lyrics, let's say this was all songwriters and producers and managers and she's just kind of the face of the franchise, so to speak, she still came with it. You could tell she worked on her voice, her rhythm, her presence. Lyrically, the bars were pretty hard. It's not gonna win any rap battle contest, but it was on the lyrical side of the spectrum by a good amount. So when you listen to this, you could tell that it's hip hop, not rap. Overall, this video wasn't at the same level of that Kool-Aid Man style entrance that first Cypher video was, but it's more like just another chapter in the story of XG, and I fucks with it. But I'm reacting to this fresh out the hammock. I haven't seen anyone else's reactions. I haven't asked anybody else their opinions. If you made it this far in the video, tell me what you thought about the song. Was the beat to your taste? Was the visuals to your taste? What'd you think about the rhymes? Peace.